Hi there, I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater Sound. I'm here at Winter NAMM 2012. We're in Anaheim, California, the biggest trade show of the year for the music industry. This is where all the new products are introduced. I've already seen a ton of really cool things, and the show's only been open about 4 hours. So lots of great stuff going on here. The traffic's really good, the mood's really good. Everybody feels like the industry's really on an upswing, so lots of fun stuff happening. So let's talk about some of the fun things I've seen here at NAMM so far. First of all, I stopped by the Steinberg booth to see the CMC controllers. Now this is a series of 6 different little modular control surfaces. One does transport controls, one does faders, one does knobs for controlling plugins or instruments. Really a cool little option if you're using VST plugins. Steinberg's Nuendo or Cubase also work with those, but it's a way to custom assemble a control surface for exactly what you're doing in your studio. In the Loughton booth, they were showing the new Atlantis microphone. This is a huge microphone. If you're looking for a really manly, really stout microphone to have in your studio, something that's going to feel really cool to stand in front of when you're singing, the Atlantis is it. But it's more than just a good-looking microphone. This microphone sounds great as well. It's actually 3 mics in one. It has an adjustable filtering in it, it has a pad in it, and then there are 3 different shaping controls that do more than just roll off frequencies. They actually change the characteristics of the microphone so you can have more of a laid-back response, more of a forward response, or more of a neutral response. Kind of 3 microphones in one. Really a cool microphone. In the Nord booth, lots of cool stuff going on there. Of course, there's synthesizers, there's organ simulators, emulators, lots of new keyboards, but what really caught my eye was the Nord drum. Now this is an analog drum synthesizer. Hook it up to some pads, you can have all those classic percussion sounds, all those analog synthesized percussion and drum sounds, as well as a lot of new sounds. A really fun instrument. You can tweak the sounds to your heart's content, lots of knobs for controlling things. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Now you may have seen one of my other picks from NAMM already, and that's the Universal Audio Apollo. And I can't believe the response this is getting here at the show. Every time I've been by the booth, it's been packed with people checking this thing out. It's a new interface from Universal Audio, 18 in, 24 out, but the cool thing about it is that it has a UAD2 card built right in. So you can run your UAD2 plugins both as you're tracking, you can lay them right down into your tracks, or you can use it when you're mixing down or mastering as well. So it's a very versatile interface as far as processing goes, and of course just as an interface it's very cool as well. It's also one of the first I've seen to come out that will have an option for Thunderbolt connectivity, so you'll be able to get a lot of bandwidth going back and forth for running plugins, chaining other things to it as well. Really a cool piece. Dave Hill Designs came out recently with the Europa, which is a digitally controlled analog preamp that's very nice. Now here at the NAMM show, they're introducing a companion for that, which is the Titan, and that is a digitally controlled analog compressor. The neat thing about this is, in addition to the digital controls, is that it has the 5 standard compressor limiter controls. It has a threshold, a ratio, a makeup gain, attack, a release controls. But then there are 3 other controls as well that really let you dial in the tone of what you're doing with the compression. So you can get a lot of different flavors, all the way from a very pristine kind of compression or limiting, all the way to a much more vintage kind of thing. There's also a knob for doing parallel compression, so if you're doing drums or bass tracks, you want to use that parallel compression capability. It allows you to keep your transients while still getting a big fat compressed sound. It's a really powerful compressor that I think is going to be really successful. You can chain 2 of those together to get stereo. When you do that, the knobs on one control the other one, so it's a very convenient way to work on stereo mixes as well. I hope you've enjoyed this brief look at the 2012 NAMM show. We have 3 more days coming up, so we have lots more stuff to talk about. Be sure to check back for more videos. Check out the full report at sweetwater.com. I'm Mitch Gallagher. Thanks for joining me here at Winter NAMM 2012.